We're at 79 hours.
Go ahead.
Suggest maybe if you just read off the circuit breakers you want it to power down as you did yesterday for us.
Okay, we have a procedure ready to send up to you here in about 2 minutes. Let us know when you're all ready to take it.
Okay.
Okay, is it going to be better to write this on a blank page, Vance, or can we use some portion of the power down, let's say, in a contingency book that already exists?
Stand by one. Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead.
Slight delay here, Jim. It'll be a couple of minutes before we read that up to you. And we're looking at the contingency checklist, power down. And that's on page 5. You might be getting that out while we get all ready to give it to you.
Apollo Control, Houston, 79 hours, 37 minutes into the flight.
Say that page number again, page 5. That makes sense.
Okay, make that power 5 in the contingency checklist, Fred. And it's the
That's better.
middle part of the page. It starts emergency power down, and we'll mark that up.
We're at 79 hours, 37 minutes into the flight. Guidance reported that the burn duration was literally right on the money.
Power 5, emergency power down.
Okay, but hold off on it because we might have to start PTC up again here, and that's the point that's being resolved right at the moment. So stand by.
Okay.
Apollo Control, Houston, the term PTC, passive thermal control, is a barbecue mode which has been used on previous flights. There's a discussion in the control center now as to whether or not we should continue in that mode during the coast phase in. We're at 79 hours, 39 minutes into the flight and continuing to monitor. This is Apollo Control, Houston. Apollo Control, Houston, 79 hours, 40 minutes into the mission. We show Apollo 13 at 6,003 nautical miles out from the moon at this time, traveling at a speed of 4,980 feet per second.
Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead, Houston.
Okay, we're ready to give you the procedure, which will power you down a good bit. And after the PTC is going, maybe we can give you further information. If you're ready to copy, starting in the middle of the page, Power 5.
Okay, go ahead, Ben.
Okay. After number 1, first line, cross out and VHF-A. Second line, cross out simplex operation. Third line, cross out prime. That refers to prime power amp off. That prime should actually be replaced by off. And that's the second prime in that line. Also in the third line, the last word off should be crossed out and replaced by PCM. Fourth line is okay. Fifth line, which is VHF voice, on, comma, off, cross out. Lighting floods, which is the next line, should be off, but add the following: or overhead / forward, prefer off. Okay, step 2 remains the same, no change for the moment. Stand by. Skip step 2. Do not do it. Just go on to step 3, which is configure circuit breakers per the chart. That takes us to page Power 6. Why don't you give me a read back on what you had on Power 5, Fredo?
Okay, on Power 5, emergency power down. Item 1. First line, I scratched and VHF-A. Second line, simplex operation. Third line, I replaced the second prime, which is the power amp, with an off. And the last word in that line is off, replaced it with PCM. Fourth line is okay. Fifth line, I scratched the whole line. Lighting, we haven't needed floods yet, so we'll just leave them off. Exterior lighting off. Scratch line 2, and I'm now on Power 6, waiting for your update on the CV panel.
Okay. Power 6. Okay, Power 6 refers to panel 11. You should go per the chart with the exception of those breakers that I call out. First line is okay. Or let's say first row. Second row, quad 4 TCA closed. Quad 3 TCA closed. Quad 2 TCA closed. And quad 1 TCA closed. The rest of that row is okay. Row 3, about halfway over, ATCA pings closed. Okay, rest of that line is okay. Fourth line, heater, standby. Okay, that line is all okay, with the exception of the last 3 circuit breakers, Fred, under pings, which is LGC DISCI, IMU standby, IMU operate. Those 3 should be closed, at least for the time being. And finally, the 5th line, it's okay as is. And and would you give me a read back on that?
Okay, I disagree on the fifth line. It appears we ought to have the ascent ECA control open.
Okay, we'll check into that one and while we're listening to the rest of your readout.
Okay, and top row is correct as is. Second row, we want the quad TCAs 1 through 4 closed. On the third row, we want the ATCA pings closed. The fourth row, we want the pings, LGC, DISCI, IMU standby, IMU operate, all closed. And you're saying the bottom row as is.
Okay, we'll go along with what you said on the ascent ECA control. That should be open.
Okay, continue, Vance.
Okay. Next page, power 7, panel 16. First row. Close the 4 quad TCA circuit breakers. That is quad 1 TCA, quad 2, quad 3, and quad 4 TCA. Okay, rows 2, 3, and 4 are okay.
Okay, panel 16, top row. We want to close quad 1 through 4 TCA breakers. And you're saying the other 3 rows are as is. Again, I have the exception. The ascent ECA control on 16 should also be open.
Okay, we concur on that, and we have a late arrival in row 3. Stand by. Okay, Fred, one addition, third row. The S-band power amp requests that you pull that circuit breaker and leave the switch in primary.
Okay, yeah, that's the way we were doing it before. I'll pull the power amp CB, and then I'll go back to the first page and put the power amp to prime.
That's correct. That should be changed back to prime. And that's it.
Apollo Control, Houston, 79 hours.
Thank you.
51 minutes into the flight, that was Vance Brand going through a checklist with the Apollo 13 crew for procedures in powering down the systems.
And low. Okay, lighting floods off, exterior lighting's off. Okay, you want to get your breakers, Jim?
We now show 13 at 6,515 nautical miles out.
Okay, the bus tie inverters are coming off the line.
Yeah, go ahead. It's all right. I'll put the switch off. It'll kill caution warning.
Okay, let's see. So we're going to lose the ball again.
Yep. I'll get 16 down, 20 up.
pull the auto transfer this time. Why should I have the VHFA receiver on?
You don't, do you?
Yeah. Why don't you give him a call, panel 11?
Okay, Vance, I don't know if you read me now, hot mic?
Raj, loud and clear, Fred.
Hey, Jim, just noticed we got a VHF breaker in on panel 11 still. I think that probably should be open.
Okay, that's affirmative. Pull the VHFA receiver.
Okay, pull it, Jim.
I got it already. Okay, now, why are we putting the cabin fan on? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm pulling inverter 1.
Okay. I've already long since had the switch off on you anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Now, my only question is, I got the cross-tie bus circuit breaker in. What's this one right here?
It's all right, because that line is open. I'll look up with that cost in a minute. Vance Aquarius.
Raj, go ahead, Fred.
If we manage the first 30 hours or so here without the caution and warning, we don't need to keep it up now, do we?
Okay, Fred, that's one that we're leaving up until the PTC is established. We have a procedure for PTC to try with you, which we're hopeful will work pretty well. And I'll read that up as soon as you get what you're doing now done.
Okay.
Oh, why don't you go ahead and I'll get this PTC procedure. Draw the photo log and I'll just get that.
And one other question, Houston, you really want to pull the ASA breaker? You want to give up the eggs probably for good now, huh?
And Houston, I'm standing by to copy the PTC procedure.
Okay, I'll get back with you on your question in a minute, Fred. Now, here comes the PTC procedure. Step 1, Guidance control to pings. 2. Mode control at hold. Verb 76, enter. Maneuver to PTC attitude. And that, incidentally, is roll 0, pitch 90, and present yaw. We realize you can't monitor that on your FDAI, but you can on a verb with a verb 16, noun 20. With me?
Raj, guidance control pings, mode control at home, verb 76 enter. Maneuver to PTC attitude, which is roll 0, pitch 90, and yaw, which is the present yaw. Is that correct?
That's correct. Okay, next. When you're established at the attitude, mode control auto. Key in verb 16, noun 20 to monitor rates. When less than 0.1 degree a second, rate in each axis, then disable plus X thrusters. Okay, next, verb 25, noun 07, enter. One, 2, 5, 7, enter. 252, enter. 1, enter. Verb 77, enter. Verb 48, enter. Put in the DAP 22110 and proceed. Verb 34, enter. Then verb 16, noun 20, and monitor rates. On rates less than 0.01 degrees per second in all axes, verb 76, enter. Mode control at hold. Then 30 clicks of right yaw to start the maneuver. Over.
Procedure, guidance control pings, mode control at home. Verb 76 enter. Maneuver to PTC attitude. Roll 0. Pitch 90, yaw 0. My ball now, of course, is inoperative, so we'll have to get that on the disk key. The 5 is mode control auto. 6, verb 16, noun 20, monitor rates. Rates less than 1 degree per second in each axis. Disable, and I didn't hear that last part. The next one was verb 25, noun 07, enter. 1257, enter. 252, enter. 1, enter. Verb 77, enter. Verb 48, enter. 22110, proceed. Verb 34, enter. Verb 16, noun 20, enter. Monitor rates. degrees per second on all axes. Verb 76 enter. Mode control at hold bend. 30 clicks of right yaw to stop maneuver, to start maneuver.
Raj, that's correct, Jim. To answer your questions and to correct one point, yaw should be your present yaw, whatever it is, and that's up with roll 0, pitch 90, present yaw. The other thing is, you said disable and you didn't hear the rest. That's disable plus X thrusters. And finally, near the end, the 22110 referred to DAP loading.
Roger. Now maneuver to PTC roll 0, pitch 90. And yaw 0. Pitch is here. Roll is here. Yaw, whatever yaw I have here. Okay, man, for an additional maneuver to PTC attitude, I'm going to have to use the display 1620, and I'll have to use the PTCA to get there.
Jim, Roger, your use of the TTCA, and just a reminder that in maneuvering that roll is an R3 and the yaw is an R1.
That's affirm, and I'm going to take out roll first to get it 0, then I'm going to take care of pitch.
Okay.
Okay, guidance control ping. Load control at home. Verb 76 minutes. Okay. We've got to get that up. Stop moving. There we go. Out the battery. You know what the plus X thrusters are? Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure you know. I got him over here.
Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead.
Okay, a couple of things, Jim. One is that you can use the TTCAs to maneuver, but you're going to save a lot of fuel if you'd try minimum impulse. So that might be a better recommendation. The other thing is, we'd like to give you a go before you disable the plus X thrusters and before you do a VERB 76 and mode control to add hold. Over.
Okay, understand. You want to go before I mean, of course, I just did it 76, and the mode control is an add hold at this time, but this is later on down.
Yeah, all we wanted to do was take a look at things before you disable the plus X thrusters and before you go to min impulse at the end there, that VERB 76 enter mode control add hold.
Right, understand, and I'm maneuvering my roll now to 0.
Roger.
Yeah, those are the plus X, right. Houston, Aquarius.
Go ahead, Aquarius. Go ahead.
In what fashion did you want us to disable those plus X thrusters? Just pull in those appropriate PCA breakers, or did you want to actually go in and mask those jets?
Okay, Fred, we didn't explain that. The VERB 25 noun 07 enter sequence does that.
Okay, I didn't read the whole procedure. Jim just mentioned he wanted to disable plus X.
That's it.
Okay. And Vance, are you still trying to give me an answer on that pulling an ASA breaker?
That's affirmed, Fred. This word here is pull it.
Okay. She didn't get much work out of the eggs this time. pitch.
Yeah, 90. You want to rest a little bit?
Okay, this is 9:30.
Yeah.
I got up for what, about 10?
No, now we're in the hands of tracking.
Yep. What's different than before? Hard to do P-37s in a limb. Hard to do a P-37 in a limb.
Well, you can see where the almost going to land. There's Ptolemaios, Alphonsus. There's Echo.
Yeah, you can just barely see the corner there.
Aquarius, Houston.
Go ahead, Houston.
Okay, just some info. We're working up a procedure for you to use to use command module LIOH canisters to connect to your hoses, the outlet hoses in the LEM, so that as time passes in the mission, you can continue scrubbing the LEM atmosphere. And this whole thing requires modifying a kit so that you can attach the hose, or modifying a LIOH canister so you can attach the hose to it. So sometime in the future we'll be coming up to you with that procedure. Second point is we're standing by to watch your maneuver for the PTC procedure. Over.
Okay, I'm in process now, Vance, of maneuvering to 0 yaw, 90 degrees pitch, using them impulse.
Okay.
And Vance, I assume it had also been thought of that we got 2 extra secondary cartridges, one on each clip.
Roger.
We will start working on that mod right now.
Yeah, we wish we could send you a kit, and it'd be kind of like putting a model airplane together or something. As it turns out, this contraption will look like a mailbox when you get it all put together.
What are we making out of, Vance?
One canister with a
About
plastic roof.
Procedures.
Just for information, Houston, during just prior to going around the moon, we saw a lot of debris that was floating by us. including some one rather large piece looked like a wrapping off of a line of some sort that still was with us.
Roger, copy, Jim.
Even after our free return mid-course yesterday.
Okay, we copy that.
No matter what I do, I can't stop that. Roll either way won't do it. I don't see any way around it, Gene. Sure doesn't seem to be doing much, does it? Oh, no doubt. I don't know. What if they try that other simulator? I can't seem to get roll to go up. What's going on me? No matter how I hit the controllers. Yeah, bit zero. We can only see a change in rate. Try moving the R around, see if it'll couple and roll. Nope. There we go. That does it. One blast, huh? I don't know what caused it.
Apollo Control Houston, 80 hours, 27 minutes. Apollo 13 now 8,137 nautical miles out from the moon, and presently traveling at a speed of
7% fuel left. I wonder how come they didn't add a little extra LME to it.
Aquarius, Houston.
Go ahead.
Jim, we don't have any data on your movements right now. How does it look like this procedure is going to work out so far as getting an attitude set up, the first part of the procedure?
Well, Vance, I've been trying to use minimum impulse only attitude control to get my roll and yaw, or roll and pitch rather. But with the attitude control only in this configuration, I can't command the roll the way I want to. So I had to go to the PTCA to get my roll to build up towards zero. It was going decreasing towards 270. I really don't know what the combination is with the attitude control, if you can get the control to pitch and roll the way you want to. Got to use the PTCA.
Roger, copy.
Again.
I now have both pitch and roll going towards their designated amounts, passing through 23 degrees and pitch, and I'm going up past 321 degrees at roll. And I'm letting them go that direction. When I get near 90 and pitch and 0 and roll, I will go into auto and damp the rates. Got to rig up a method of using those lithium hydroxide canisters.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Houston, we just got a mass alarm and an ECS light. I take it the partial pressure CO2 is, yeah, that's what tripped it. That mother.
Aquarius Houston, say again.
CO2. Our CO2 value is getting high. We had a chip DCS light and a blinking component light.
Okay, copy. Stand by on that PPCO2.
Say again, Houston. Houston, how do you read, over?
Okay, read you loud and clear now, Jim.
Okay, did you hear what I just said about the ECS light and the blinking CO2 component light?
Okay, we got that, and stand by one.
Okay.
Not much.
Jack, we might have to have you rig up the CO2 rig they're talking about.
Aquarius Houston, over.
Now, we got a long ways to go.
Go ahead.
Okay, Jim, we're going to have to get back with you in a couple of minutes on whether or not we switch over at this time to your other canister. Second point, it might help in setting up this PTC if you concentrate on roll first and get that going, and then work on pitch when roll is established, and sort of take whatever yaw you get.
Okay, Vance, I tried that, but when I start doing roll only, I get pitch coupled in with it. But both are building up towards the desired amount style. I'm up to 46 in pitch and 326 in roll.
Okay, understand you've tried it.
Once I get roll zeroed, I don't think it'd be too bad.
Houston.
Go ahead, Ben.
Okay, Jim, since the first recommendation on how to maneuver PTC didn't work out, we have another one. And you might try this. Put yaw at 0, then start on the roll and the pitch after that. Yeah, I do now. Go ahead.
Okay, you might just tell me what sort of material you had in mind to build this mailbox out of, and Jack and I will go to work on trying to construct that thing. I assume we'll use the space-age baling wire or the gray tape.
That's a firm. We have a lengthy procedure here, but in short, you use plastic as a covering for the whole thing. You put some kind of a stiffener at the top so the plastic doesn't suck against the LIOH entrance side. You need gray tape to stick the whole thing together, and you need something like a sock to put in the bottom so that the outlet side is plugged up. As it turns out, the flow is rather U-shaped through the cartridge, Fred. If you plug up the bottom, it comes in one side of the top and goes out the other. Aquarius, Houston, over.
Okay, Vance. Go ahead.
Okay, really, I think we should give you a more detailed procedure on that. In general, those are the materials that are to be used, but let us get back with a detailed procedure on how to make this cartridge arrangement work.
Okay.
And to answer your question about PTC, Vance, it's rather difficult to get yaw at zero right away. So what I'm doing, yaw is working towards zero right now. Pitch is working towards 90, and roll is working towards zero. So it's just going to take some time to get there, that's all.
Roger, it's quite a bit of noise now. Understand you're still having a problem getting there with the PTC.
We are getting there slowly.
Okay. Aquarius, Houston, let's try forward Omni.
How do you read now? Houston, how do you read?
Loud and clear now. Go ahead.
Okay, I switched to forward Omni now.
Roger,
Go ahead,
that's better.
Okay. got the wrong thing though.
Apollo Control, Houston, 80 hours, 49 minutes now into the flight. We show Apollo 13 at 9,100, 18 nautical miles away from the moon, and traveling at a speed of 4,700, 18 feet per second.
Not yet.
Our revised flight plan shows a rest period of 6 hours for both spacecraft commander Jim Lovell and Jack Schweigert, command module pilot, starting at 81 hours 30 minutes.
North to the trajectory.
Yeah? Yeah, no, I'm going to try and get roll out. Roll to zero. Just roll into zero, I'm going to put it at hole. Then I'm going to take out yaw. Leaving pitch the way it is, I'm going to pitch down.
Of course, the start of the sleep period is dependent on setting up attitude for PTC. We're at 80 hours 51 minutes now into the flight, and this is Apollo Control, Houston.
When we have to try chasing that canister.
Yeah, 15 even.
Huh?
So let's go to 15.
Where's it right now?
Nothing. No. We're not reading anything.
Well, that's the one they wanted you to leave in.
Play.
It's in. That's how it triggers the... Okay, Jack, I gotta push it on this thing to stop it. Yeah.
I just turned the man's alarm back on.
Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead, Houston.
Jim, it looks pretty good, except that the pitch is going out in the wrong direction now, over.
I concur. What I'm trying to do is get roll to zero, and I'm trying to bring yaw into zero. And as soon as I get those two pretty well matched up, then I'm going to take the pitch and try to pitch it down.
Okie doke.
Apollo Control Houston, 80 hours, 56 minutes. Apollo 13 now 9,420 nautical miles out from the moon. Velocity reading 4,701 feet per second. Our real-time flight plan has just updated the start of the rest period for Commander Jim Lovell and Jack Schweikert. That time now reading 82 hours ground elapsed time. Jim Lovell still working with establishing the proper attitudes for passive thermal control. Apparently roll is pretty well nulled out. Still moving out a bit in the pitch axis. We're at 80 hours, 57 minutes into the flight, and this is Apollo Control Houston.
Okay, now I've got pitch going down. I've got roll almost zero and yaw is almost zero.
Okay, copy there, Jim.
Houston, what's an acceptable pitch attitude that you'll take?
Aquarius, Houston. Aquarius, Houston, over.
Roger, what's an acceptable pitch attitude that we can have for PTC? I can go into auto anytime now. I'm looking at 118 degrees of pitch. Actually, zero roll and about 14 degrees of yaw.
90 degrees pitch.
I'm looking at 118 degrees of pitch.
Stand by.
Trying to talk to him.
Stand by a minute, Jim. The pitch is the important thing, but stand by one.
Okay, it's coming down. What's that? Well, I guess I better eat something. Hey, this one has one of these candy jelly things. Yeah, we've gone a hell of a long time without any sleep. I see we've gone a hell of a long time without any sleep. We're going to have to start thinking about getting people back to sleep again because, I know. I didn't get hardly any sleep last night at all. If you want to use it for wrapping for a lithium hydroxide path or something like that. Yeah, this stuff is really tight. Yeah.
Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead, Houston.
Okay, Jim, would you stabilize your rates here at the attitude you're at now and go at hold, over.
Okay, will do. I'm now at 106 degrees, 106 degrees pitch and 2.5 control.
Roger.
Yeah, I got your clean one. Well, that's in the trash bag. Oh, I thought you wanted a green Joseph bag to lithium hydroxide. Okay, Houston, you monitoring my angles. It appears that it might be less than 1 degree per second.
Stand by, we'll check them, Jim. Aquarius, Houston.
Go ahead, Houston.
Jim, that's firm. We're monitoring, and you're almost there, but we'd like to let them stabilize a little bit longer. Over.
Okay, we'll just hold.
And if you can now go into your eat period or do something else while the rates are stabilizing, why we recommend you relax over and get some chow.
Right, we'll do that.
Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead.
Okay, Jim, it looks like your rates are damped sufficient. Recommend that you go ahead with the verb 25 noun 07 enter bit on down through the verb 34 enter. And then wish you'd stand by for us to look at it again before you go beyond that. Over.
Okay, Houston, I'll go through verb 25907 down through verb 34 enter, and I'll stand by.
Righto.
Apollo Control, Houston, 81 hours, 19 minutes now into the flight. We presently show Apollo 13 at 10,431 nautical miles out from the moon. Its velocity reading 4,649 feet per second. A couple of points of clarification. The master alarm on the CO2 canister was expected to occur at some point in the mission. It is normally set at 7.6 millimeters of CO2. This number chosen as an alert to watch the canisters. However, the medical officials had agreed.
Complete?
Medical officials had agreed that it would be desirable to raise this number on our return to 15 millimeters in order to preserve the lifetime on the canisters. Here at MSC, the level in laboratory testing has
1920.
here in the MSC laboratories, the levels using test subjects have been as high as 22 millimeters of CO2 with no ill effects. On our passive thermal control, and we have damped the rates at this point, there has been an effort on the part of the crew on the ground to perform this activity with minimum use of RCS propellants. We're at 81 hours at 21 minutes.
Maybe sort of think about rations too. I mean, just to make sure that we got enough to last us and that we get enough water out. I hate to run out of water on the last day. Take a look and see how much we got and fill them up and just hold them there. Yeah, and tell you, the stuff that's good to eat now will be the candies, the sandwich spreads, maybe the the dehydrated stuff that you have to rehydrate is going to be kind of difficult. No, wet packs are good. Matter of fact, we might use the, well, how about the push? Yeah, I know, but I mean the pushes are bombs too. We're damping rates. Well, maybe we ought to use the OPS first. Moving around. Okay.
Apollo Control Houston, 81 hours, 27 minutes now to the flight of Apollo 13. Apollo 13 now 10,776 nautical miles away from the moon, headed towards the Earth, and traveling at a speed of 4,633 feet per second. To repeat our earlier comments, the master alarm on the CO2 canister was expected to occur at some point in the flight, the return flight. It is normally set for a level of 7.6 millimeters of CO2 to trigger the alarm.
Go ahead, man.
Jim, just a reminder, any wastewater dumps at this point would really jiggle up the PTC preparation, so request to save that till we're spun up over.
Right, I don't think we're doing any.
No. No, I don't think so, but just wanted to make sure you were aware of it, and I thought you were.
The 6.7 level was established to be aware and watch. The medics agreed, however, it would be desirable to raise that number for the canisters to 15 millimeters of CO2 in order to preserve the lifetime on these canisters. And at MSC in the laboratories, we have run tests with subjects at levels up to 22 millimeters of CO2 with no ill effects on these subjects. We're at 81 hours, 29 minutes into the flight, and this is Apollo Control Houston.